In this video, you'll learn how to calculate the surface area of a composite shape. A composite shape is a shape that's made up of more than one type of shape. So here's an example, and we can see that it has two parts. It has a half a cylinder on top, half a cylinder, and on the bottom we have a rectangular prism. And so this composite shape is made of these two parts, and if we wanted to calculate the surface area of a shape like this, we would have to pick the parts of each shape's formula that we need to calculate the total surface area. So here's an example. We want to calculate the amount of sheet metal we need to create this miniature silo, and we're told the dimensions here. So it looks like we have a radius of 4 meters across, and a height of the cylinder part of the silo that is 8 meters tall. So what are the shapes that are making up the silo? Well, it looks like we have half a sphere on the top, and then we also have a cylindrical base on the bottom. So probably the easiest way to go about this is just to calculate the area of each part individually. So let's start by calculating the surface area of the top of the shape. That's the spherical part. So we can see that this is just half a sphere, and then that other half has been cut off, and that's where the cylinder comes in. So we have the surface area of a full sphere is 4 pi r squared, and then all we're going to do is divide that surface area in 2. That'll give us just the surface area of the top half. So 4 pi times the radius of the sphere is 4 meters divided by 2, and we can plug this into our calculator. Oh, sorry, that's 4 pi r squared, so 4 pi times 4 squared divided by 2, and I get 100.53 square meters. And now we can do the surface area of the bottom, and this is that cylindrical side, and we don't need a top because the top here is going to be open between the cylindrical base and the spherical top, and we don't need a bottom to cover. That'll probably be some other material, or maybe it's ground. Well, it's probably not going to be if it's a silo, but it's going to be some other material and not that sheet metal. So we only need the side of that cylinder, and so we can look up the area of the side of the cylinder from our formula sheet, and that's 2 pi RH. And we have the radius and we have the height, so we can plug that in. 2 pi times 4 times 8. And I get 201.06, rounding to 2 decimal places, 201.06 square meters. So that lets us calculate the total surface area. Surface area total is going to be those two parts, 100.53 plus 201.06, and I'll round to 1 decimal place, and I get 301.6 square meters. That's the total surface area of that miniature silo.